Hello, I'm Nate Sanford, and welcome to Food Prep 101. I'm going to show you some tools and techniques, along with some new technology and tips on how to use them so that you can get the most out of your kitchen and labor to save you some money and time. Thank you for joining me. So let's begin with some of the tools that we use for high volume food preparation. We have a single speed half size hopper model. We have a full size hopper variable speed unit and a combination machine that can actually do both vegetable prep and can be swapped out with a bowl top to be able to do bowl emulsifications and bowl processing. The most common food prep machine that you're going to see in the kitchens is the single speed half size hopper. And one of the main reasons for that is a few removable parts on it, easy to maintain, easy to clean, nothing really gets lost on it. And this top, this hopper that you can see has this kidney bean shape. That is going to be very important as well. Now, why you see this kidney bean shape hopper so common is because you can see in here, if I were to put vegetables, peppers, things like that, I can actually wedge them in here to form the way that I want the blade to come across and cut them, rather than having a large opening where product can fall, tilt over, and you can get sometimes undesired cuts. This gives you the most precision for your cuts at a very low cost and very easy cleanability for a machine. Now the full-size top that we see is for a little bit more high production, high volume applications. As you can see, when this opens up, you have a lot more area that you can throw product into. Potatoes, onions, even whole heads of cabbage can fit in here for mass production, but you lose the opportunity to get a lot of that precision cutting by wedging product in here. So if you're going for more bulk, this might be the answer for you. Now, it is worth noting that with both these high volume machines, it does have a chute that you can put items such as carrots, zucchinis, celery through to keep them upright, so you get those perfect coin cuts, no matter whether you're using the half size or the full size hopper. You can still make these perfect cuts. So countertop space in a kitchen is always at a premium, so you may want to consider machine that can be put onto a trolley stand like this, so it can be moved from place to place in the kitchen. It has dedicated disk storage on the bottom, and best of all, this machine is a combination one, and we can quickly and easily take our vegetable preparation top off and replace this with a bowl processor top. Now this saves a ton of space by having one machine with a small footprint, dedicated storage, a nice trolley to move things in and out of place, saving you that premium space in your kitchen. Okay, now let's put to test some of the stuff that we learned already. First, the differences between the half size and full size top. We're going to julienne some cabbage. Now we know with the half size top that we're not going to be able to put in a full head of cabbage. So we're going to have to do a little bit of pre-prep in cutting this down so it's going to be able to fit this top. But the advantage we get with this kidney bean shape is being able to force the product in so that we know exactly the way that the blades are going to cut across the grain of the cabbage. Whereas when we use the full size hopper, we're going to be able to put in directly the entire head of cabbage to be able to process, making this much quicker for this application. However, you can see if you did have products that need to be formed specifically to cut against a grain, such as an onion, using a half size might be a better advantage than the full size at times. Setting up this half size single speed food prep machine could not be more simple. First is an ejection disc. This is going to spin around and kick everything into our bin here. Next is whatever sort of disc setup that we want to use to cut. In this case, we're going to be doing some julienne for some cabbage. This goes right on top. Always be sure to be careful to keep your fingers away from the blades. Lower the top, and you're ready to process. Okay, now that we have everything set up, blades in it, all we have to do is turn the machine on, put our heads of lettuce in, and process. These are all continuous feed, meaning you just add the product to the machine and continue to press. You can really see how the single speed machine, that half-size top, really could push out a ton of product. This machine is rated for 1,000 pounds an hour. It does involve sometimes a little bit of extra prep for big items such as heads of cabbage. Things such as tomatoes, onions, products like that can generally fit right through the machine, so you don't have to do any of that pre-prep. So this we consider a very, very good option at a great price. But let's move forward to the larger scale applications. And let me show you a little bit about what makes this different. The setup for the full-size hopper is pretty similar to the half-size, but we do have one extra piece that we can kind of have some fun with. First, we're going to put in the ejection disc. That moves the product out. We're going to put our julienne disc in next. Now, to hold this down, since we don't have that half-size lid that actually holds the disc down, we need to add a centerpiece screw that will actually hold the disc into place for safety. And as you can see, this kind of has a little screw, and that's going to core the center of our cabbage as the blades come across. All right, now for the obvious advantage of this machine over the half size, being able to put in full-size products such as this cabbage could not be more easy. We just add it straight to the hopper, process. Okay, now that we've explored the differences between the two different tops, half size and full size, we don't want to forget that each one of these models commonly come with a vertical chute to allow us to put food in straight up and down, such as zucchini, to be able to get perfect horizontal coin cuts. Now, with this on, because this opening is so small, we can keep this machine running consistently without having to turn the blades off. This gives us a true continuous feed application. Like you can see, we just continue to add food through this, making processing really fast. Same exact top on this machine as well. Offering both of these machines precision cuts for coin cuts like this. We now know the key differences between the full-size and half-size hoppers for these veg prep machines. I hope this helps you make a better informed specification decision between the two. Continue to join me with Food Preparation 101, where we learn about tips, techniques, tools, and the technology to better run your kitchen.